speaking of football and NFL, you got to mention John Madden passed. That was John Madden. Fond memories of. I mean, he was, you laughed at him sometimes, because he said some, some funny, slash silly things sometimes. But I mean, he was one of the best. He was great. His coaching career, broadcasting, obviously Madden, the video game, is named after him. Grew up listening to him. And it was sad to see that he passed at 85 years old, but he lived a long, good life. Definitely football, football hierarchy. He was great at pretty much everything he did. So it was sad that we lost John Madden.
Yeah.
Would you guys say, first off, broadcast wise, we're going to start with that because obviously the video game is incredibly important. But John Madden, probably the most influential TV analyst of all time.
Yeah, I would say so. If we're talking TV analysts, it's got to be him and Doc Emmerich probably 1 and 2.
How great
was by play?
How great was the
color? Sorry, color. Ooh, yeah, John Davidson would be a great color. He's in the Hall of Fame for being color commentary. So John Davidson for me, yeah.
Anthony,
how great was the Summerall Madden tandem? I mean, I enjoyed listening to them immensely. I mean, you can't really think of a greater duo. I mean, they really were great.
Him and Pat Summerall, who had this immense chemistry.
I love this
to
comment.
Him and him.
Yeah.
Then it's him and Al Michaels for almost 20 years to get
John Madden was the one that made the turducken famous. You always talk about the turducken. I never knew what a turducken was until he used to talk about it on Thanksgiving.
That's an Alexander Goldberg special right there.
Yeah.
And I know some of the guys you're putting some good names in there. Cosell, obviously, one of the most influential sportscasters of all time. But I really think, especially the way he did color changed the game.
There it is. Now here it is. But see, I mean, he got a little in here and a little up there here, but he doesn't have anything here at all. Watch, when you take it off, he doesn't have anything going up in there.
You got to give him time. He just had his 29th birthday.
I know, but I don't think he's doing a very good. I'd quit.
And the only other guy I can think about, there's 2 guys I can think about that I can even put in that category. I'm thinking of an NBA guy right now, but hockey is John Davidson. Because John Davidson was just phenomenal.
John Davidson and Harry Neal were probably the 2 best color commentary guys in the history of hockey. And if you ever watched any Hockey Night in Canada games on CBC, you just Ron McLean and Harry Neal were just incredible tandem.
And then in baseball, Tim McCarver, hate him. Guys hate him, but why? He was great.
I think a lot of people hate McCarver because he was always on with Buck. Yeah. And Joe Buck, a lot of people hate Joe Buck because he just, especially if you're in New York, you hate Joe Buck if you're in New York because he does nothing but absolutely crap on New York teams. So
Vince Scully.
Vince Scully's amazing.
Vince Scully is one of the rare guys that did both.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, he did play-by-play and analysis. So
yeah. I kind of to move off this one because I saw this from Julian before. And
yeah, that's a good one, by the way.
Part of it.
Again, going back to John Madden's football, though, just saying this, that's probably the most influential sports video game of all time.
Yeah.
And it's a shame what it's become, sort of like NHL, but they need to completely revamp the game and make it great again, but that's never going to happen because all that matters is Hockey Ultimate Team, Madden Ultimate Team, microtransactions. Who the hell cares about making a video game that everybody's going to want every single year? If you like that video, we got a lot more. So check out any of these that are right over here. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.